Well, hello, everyone. Happy New Year's. I cannot believe we are already in 2026. I hope you guys had a good Christmas and a good New Year's. Sorry, I have not been live. I have been working back to back to back to back to back. But 2026 is going to be our year. May 2026 be good to all of us. Um, but yeah, I've literally been working like nonstop. I had like zero time to go on live, but I was like, you know what? I have some time today. Let me get on live. It's been a while. I haven't talked to you guys in like a long time. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are doing good. I have been catching lots of replays um regarding everyone, like literally everyone who's gone live. I have been watching replays cuz I have been just like so um busy. Work has been something. And this year, I'm pretty sure it's going to be some more stuff with work. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing well. Um, it was going to be a chill stream today since it's the beginning of New Year's. But I wanted to talk about some cases. I know we need to go back and revisit a lot of cases. I'm going to do that tomorrow. We're actually going to go back and look at all the cases we did last year and do like an update and see what happened. Is there any updates on those cases? Things like that. But tonight I do want to talk about this case that happened here in where I live. Literally like probably 40 minutes away from where I live. Um but I want to talk about it because I remember everybody was looking for her, and I think there's like two other girls who are actually missing here in San Antonio. Actually, a lot of girls go missing here in San Antonio. It's it's a scary place. San Antonio is starting to become a very scary place. But this case was literally all over the news, and I'm talking about Camila. So they did end up finding her. I know she's been missing since like the morning of Christmas Eve. They did find her the day before yesterday. But yesterday they confirmed and said that it was her body. I don't know why this is here. If you hear noise in the back, it's fireworks. Don't mind the fireworks. People are still popping fireworks here. Um But a San Antonio teen who vanished Christmas Eve was found deceased by self-infliction in nearby field after a days-long search. Now, a lot of people are speculating this case and saying that she didn't self-delete herself and many more stuff. It's the talk around here in San Antonio. A lot of locals think that she didn't really self-inflict herself just to self-inflict herself. I think there's a reason why she self-inflicted herself. Now, if you or someone you know is struggling with mental health issues, if you are having thoughts of self deletion, 988 hotline, the self infliction hotline, is available, I believe, 24/7, and it's available both in English and Spanish. My DMs are always open. I know my moderators' DMs are always open. My community is always open and welcome to anybody and everybody. So if you are having if you just need someone to talk to or to vent, I'm here for you. I'm here for everybody. And I mean that with like with everything I have. I really do mean that. Just know that you are loved. I love you. You are worth being here. I love you guys so much. If you ever need anything, you know I'm here for you always. Even though I might not get on live a lot, you can always hit up my DMs and I'm here for you. No matter what. Um So this story discusses self-infliction. If you or someone you know is having thoughts of self-infliction, please contact the Self-Infliction and Crisis Lifeline at 988 or 1-800-273-TALK 8255. So Texas authorities confirmed on Thursday a missing San Antonio teen who vanished on Christmas Eve took her own life. Camila Mendoza Alms, who was 19, was last seen at about 7 a.m. on December 24th, which is Christmas Eve, walking a few blocks from her home. Ohms's body was found Tuesday in a field just a few hundred yards from her home, next to a pew pew, according to a report from affiliate Fox 7 Austin. So the day Camila ended up going missing, the family said that one of their firearms was missing as well. It is to believe that they think the firearm belonged to the father. Um, so the place that they ended up finding Camila, a lot of people here in San Antonio, a lot of the locals said that police actually went there prior, searched everything. They didn't find nothing, but the day that they found her on Wednesday was where the same place they searched prior. Wednesday is where her body was found. Like they literally just searched that place not too long ago and said there was nothing, and then all of a sudden, like her body's there. A lot of people think it's a lot of suspicion and a lot of things going on. A lot of talk here in the city, because here in the city everybody talks. San Antonio is a very small city and everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows everybody's business. Everybody knows everything. Ohm's body was found Tuesday in a field just a few hundred yards from her home next to. Oh, okay, I read that part. The Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office identified the body as Ohm's on Wednesday, determining the cause of death was a gunshot wound to the head and ruling the matter death of self-infliction, according to the Bexar County Sheriff's Office. The Sheriff's Office previously said Holmes had a history of self-infliction ideation and depression, noting that there were no signs of foul play. So the police are saying that she's had thoughts of self-infliction prior to this. The body appeared to have been in the location where it was found for several days, according to authorities. In a Facebook post Wednesday afternoon, family members thanked the community for their support. In the name of the Ohms family, we want to give a humble and heartfelt thank you to all the news reporters, churches, friends, and families and communities for your support and prayers. Nancy Ohms wrote in a post, "Our beloved Camila Mendoza Ohms is now with the good Lord. We kindly ask you to please respect our pain and most importantly, keep my cousin Rosario, who is Camila's mom, and nephew Carlos, who is Camila's brother, in your prayers during this incredibly difficult time," she added. "Thank you and God bless you all. My heart and prayers go out to Camila's family and friends." I'm trying to get another. But yeah, everybody, and I mean everybody here in San Antonio, we're looking for Camila. Shoot, even I said, oh, if I have a day off, I want to go out there and see if I could go look myself, but I got super busy that I didn't have no time. But my heart and prayers go out to Camila's family, her friends. She's just a beautiful young girl. Trying to get another another article. I think this is News Nation. Why does it say that? Hold on. Okay, they updated. I was like, whoa, News Nation. Okay, yeah, News Nation is saying the same thing, that they found Camila's body the day before yesterday. Now, I do want to talk about another case because I have not seen this. I've seen this on TikTok this morning. Where is it? I'm very unorganized because I just jumped on. Right here. Okay. I am going to be doing some uploads. I did do the Courtney Clenny live recording. So sometime this week I should be posting the Courtney Clenny live for you guys, so you guys could check out Courtney Clenny. And there's another case. I forgot which case it was, but I do need to upload them. So besides Camila, there has been another teen who is missing, and another teen who's been found safe here in San Antonio. So here's a little brief summary. Bexar County Sheriff's Office is searching for teenagers missing in separate unrelated cases. Investigators say the body of 19-year-old Camila was found during a search for her Tuesday, and the cause of her death was self-inflicted. Authorities are still searching for 17-year-old Angelique Johnson. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office intensified search operations this week as investigators sought the public's help in locating 3 teenagers reported missing in separate incidents across the county. Sheriff's office officials have been using several methods to search for 19-year-old Camila, 17-year-old Angelique, and 14-year-old Sofia Gabriela Peters. While the cases are currently, they're not linked, they're not related, authorities are urging residents to check home surveillances and dash cam footage for any signs of missing use. So Camila Mendoza Alms, who is 19, was found deceased. We just talked about her. Now, I think they talk about the other girls. Yes, Angelique Johnson, who is 17. Here's what we know. The sheriff's office is also searching for 17-year-old Angelique Johnson, who was reported missing on the 130 block of Exeter Place, located near Petrinko Road in the city's northwest side. Investigators believe Johnson still has her cell phone in her possession, but her current location and intended destination remain unknown. So, of course, she's a female. She's 5'10". She's 198 pounds with brown hair and brown eyes. So this is Angelique. If anyone in the Bexar County vicinity sees her, please call and say that you've seen Angelique. Another one would be Sofia Gabriela Peters Cobos, who was 14. She was found safe. The most recent disappearance involves 14-year-old Sofia. Sofia was found alive and well, according to Bexar County Sheriff's Office post on at 4:26 p.m. She was last seen leaving her home near the intersection of Landon Ridge, and Petrinko Road at approximately 7 p.m. Monday, December 29th. But they found her. So Sofia has been found safe. I believe they are still looking for Angelique. Let me confirm that with you guys. I saw this on TikTok. I was like, "Whoa!" I didn't even see the news talk about this. Angelique. Let me confirm that with you guys. Okay, yes, as of 3 days ago, they are still looking for Angelique. Let me share. Let me take this off. Okay, yeah. They're still looking for Angelique as of the 30th. Oh, there we go. Bexar County Sheriff's Office is searching for a missing 17-year-old Angelique Johnson, was last seen in the 130 block of Exeter Place near Petrinko Road. She's 5'10", has brown eyes and brown hair. Johnson is believed to still have her cell phone, but her whereabouts is currently unknown. Yeah. So as of the 30th, a few days ago, they are still looking for Angelique. Of course, if I get any more updates, I will let you guys know on Discord regarding Angelique, or anything involving Camila, because I know a lot of people are really like, they really want updates. Now, another one that happened, hang on. I would play you some audio, but I'm afraid StreamYards, I feel like StreamYards is just going to do me dirty. Now, I do want to show you. Oh, I don't want to show his face. Here. Now, here in San Antonio, or here everywhere, it's not just here, it's all over the place. A lot of people, when they celebrate New Year's Eve, a lot of people tend to not only pop fireworks, but they like to use their firearms and shoot it in the air. Now, please note, whatever goes up must come back down. And that's a saying here in San Antonio that they always tell us, whatever comes up must come back down. They want us to be safe because a lot of people like to use their firearms, shoot it in the air, and they don't care where the bullets land or anything like that. Well, last night, a 9-year-old boy is recovering after being shot in the front yard of a home on New Year's Eve. Another one? Oh, okay. We have a lot to talk about. So a New Year's celebration turned tragic for a family when a 9-year-old boy was struck by a stray bullet just after midnight. The shooting happened around midnight on Thursday at the home off Delmar Street near Interstate 10 on the east side. Police said the boy was in his front yard when he was hit by gunfire in his lower body. Police are still investigating the source of the bullet. Sebastian is described as a friendly and energetic boy, was outside when the bullet hit him in the leg. I heard him scream, so I turned around, and he was running inside, his mother, Gina Martinez, said. When I looked up at his pants, it looked like something was burning. Sebastian was rushed to the hospital where surgeon removed the bullet and stitched his injuries. He doesn't want to come outside for a little bit, but other than that, he's pretty brave, and he took it. He is pretty tough, Martinez said. The bullet, which penetrated about an inch into Sebastian's leg, was handed over to the police for further investigation. Despite warnings issued by San Antonio police about celebratory gunfire, no arrests have been made. State Representative Liz Campos had proposed a study on celebratory gunfire, but it stalled in the Texas legislature. She plans to refile for 2027 session aimed to establish a system for reporting gunfire to aid police investigation. Sebastian is now home and recovering, but the incident has left him traumatized. Yeah. I'm glad he's okay, that he is alive, but I hate how people do the celebratory gunfire. When I was younger, we never used to see that. Like, when my mom used to throw, like, a party for New Year's Eve, everybody used to just pop fireworks in the middle of the street. You would never hear no gunfire. You would never hear any of that. It was just pure fireworks. Now, you know the difference between fireworks and gunfires. It wasn't until when I was probably like in high school when my mom stopped doing like New Year's Eve party, because we had that one neighbor down the street who decided that it was cool to do a celebratory gunfire that year. After that, he's been doing it every year, and that was like almost 10 years ago. Excuse me. When that happened. Last night there was actually neighbors down the street who was doing celebratory gunfire, and they had kids. I heard the kids screaming, like yelling, playing. I was like, oh my god, like why are they using a gun knowing that there's kids nearby? But it's scary. All I say is, if you celebrate New Year's, after that I've never celebrated New Year's. Actually, I keep myself inside with my little cheese dip with my dogs. This New Year's, I stayed inside. I didn't even go and look at no fireworks because I was like, nope, I'm just gonna stay at home. But if you do go out and celebrate New Year's, just please be careful. Get under something like a car porch, inside a house, somewhere where you guys will not get injured or anything, because it is scary out there. And people do celebratory gunfire. I do want to see this story that they're talking about. What did they say? It is an all over place today. It was about a girl right here. Family escapes unharmed as chimney fire damages home. I do want to read the one Dawn Marie sent me, so I took a look at that last night, actually. So we're gonna look at that in a little bit. 15-year-old girl shot, killed on New Year's Day. 2 teenagers arrested. In Amarillo, Texas, 2 teenagers were arrested in connection of a deadly shooting of a 15-year-old girl. I'm trying to take that off. Jeremiah Luke Matthews, who is 17, is charged with manslaughter, and Cordy Matthews, who is 17, is charged with tampering with evidence. Both were booked into the Potter County Jail on Thursday afternoon around 1:10 in the morning, responding to a shooting on the 600 block of Westwind Avenue. So this happened in Amarillo, Texas. They either have to be brothers or cousins because they have the same last name. When officers arrived, they learned the victim, a 15-year-old girl, had been shot in a vehicle and then taken to an area hospital where she later passed away. The APD homicide unit was called to the scene. Among the evidence collected was a unspent round. ABC 7 News found the scene. CSI techs came out and collected the bullet. This was Amarillo's first homicide of 2026. Oh my God. I mean, what is going on with these teenagers? Jeez. So far, that's all they have. If there's any update, of course, I'll give you guys an update on it tomorrow because I'm going to be live tomorrow. Now, let me look up the one Dawn Marie sent me on Discord. I looked at it last night when I was here in the house bundled up. Here. It's Fox 4 News. What is it? Dallas? Oh, I spelled that wrong. Dallas Fort Worth. While this is loading, off topic, what is your guys' New Year's resolution? What do you want to see happen for your New Year's? Mine is to stop procrastinating and to go to school for pharmacy tech. I've always wanted to go to school for pharmacy tech. So this year, God willing, I am going to go. And for me to stop procrastinating, because I always procrastinate. I procrastinate so bad. I'm like, nah, I'll do it later. And then I forget about it. Or like, I'm like, later comes on and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it. I'll do it tomorrow. Like, I'm such a bad procrastinator. Like, that is what is bad about me. I need to stop procrastinating. But let me find the story. So let me know down in the comments what is your guys' New Year's resolution, or what do you guys want to happen in New Year's? Something different. It could be you want to quit drinking, smoking, lose some weight, hit the gym, do this, do that. It could be anything. I'm trying to find that story. Dang, Fort Worth, what is going on with you? Look, there's so many stories happening in Dallas. Literally, look, 2 killed in a fiery New Year's Eve crash. Another one was what? A person killed after concrete feed falls off truck. What in the heck is going on? Get off my butt and go to school. Craig, don't be calling me out like that. Craig, how have you been? Oh my God. We need to talk. Like, we have not talked in a while. Maybe, Saturday we need to do a phone call and we need to talk. We need to catch up. We need literally next month he goes to trial, Christopher. I'm actually going to talk about that in a little bit. But where is that story? I'm looking for that one story Dawn Marie sent me. What was it again? It was on here last night. Like, I literally just read it. Okay. 15 years. 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 15 ye Former McKinney. Oh. City manager. I literally was just looking at it. Let me see. Call me. You never call. I do need to call you, yeah. Saturday, if you ain't busy, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you, Craig, on Saturday. Last time I said I was gonna call you and I forgot. I got busy with work. But I do need to call you. I think it was this one. Okay, yes. So Dawn Marie actually sent me this one and was like, take a look at this. And I was like, what? It is loading by the time it loads. So this is CBS News. I noticed my internet goes slow when I have so many tabs open, so I have to close the tabs in order for it to run smoothly. So former McKinney leaders shocked after former city manager killed in double homicide. The son has been charged with murder. Former city manager and his wife were found deceased inside their home. Tragedy that former colleagues say feel deeply personal and difficult to comprehend. Leonard Frank Reagan, who's 73, who served as McKinney's city manager from 2008 to 2010, and his wife Jackie, who was 72, were discovered during a welfare check at their home on Dunster Drive, according to police. I was shocked, said Brian Lohmeyer, a former McKinney mayor who worked closely with Leonard. Over the holidays, the vision you have of everybody is it's such a happy time, a celebratory time. Just reminds you it's not always that case. Former city leaders describe Frank as a serious, dedicated public servant who helped guide McKinney's during the period of rapid growth. Many said the violence and the family circumstances involved made the loss especially painful. No words to make sense of something like this, he said. Another former mayor, George Fuller. Police said the couple's 34-year-old son, Bryce, was found in the home holding a long gun. Officers said he did not comply with commands to drop the weapon, and the two officers fired, striking him multiple times. He was taken to a hospital and is in stable condition. He has been charged with capital murder of multiple persons, along with 3 charges of aggravated assault of a public servant. Fuller said tragedies involving families resonate deeply, particularly within close-knit communities like McKinney. This is on the heels of a nationally known tragedy you'll know with Rob Reiner. So when you have a family member or appears to be a family member commits this crime, it's just really unbelievable. It's surreal. It's heartbreaking, he said. I did hear about Rob Reiner and his I think it was his wife. Yeah, Rob Reiner and his wife. Somebody said you can just tell in what is loading. You can just tell in Rob Reiner's son's eyes that he looked like something was wrong. Those who worked with Frank said he often spoke warmly about his loved ones, making the loss even harder to reconcile. He talked fondly about his family. Police said they are continuing to investigate the case and have not released information about a possible motive. Well, if there is ever, well, I know if there's an update, I will come back and talk about it. Because, like, what? Mother facing murder charges and death of 1-year-old son in Queens. What is going on? Like, a lot of stuff has happened. Did I just miss a lot of stuff and I didn't know about? Let's see. There's another case. Oh, yes. That's what I was going to talk about. This is what we're going to talk about. Now, I do want to have an update. If there's an update on it and it comes out like for tomorrow, I will definitely, because I'm going to come back on tomorrow, I will definitely give you guys an update on the cases I just talked about. Now, I missed a lot, and a lot of stuff has happened, and a lot of talk has been about Jeffrey Epstein and the files that they released and the pictures and everything, the redacted files. I've seen people say that you could unredact them and do this and do that. Now I've seen the pictures of that they released, and I just got the creeps. I've seen the so-called files that are fully redacted that have been released. I do. Everyone is turning into killer zombies. Literally, they are. I am gonna come on live tomorrow, and we are going to talk about Jeffrey Epstein and everything that's been released, especially the birthday book. I've had people who DM me and is like, "What's the birthday book? What is this Jeffrey Epstein birthday book?" Well, don't worry, we're going to talk about this birthday book tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be a Jeffrey Epstein live. I know a lot of people don't want to sit here and listen to all. I'm not going to read all the files. I'm only going to read some of it. I know a lot of people are really not into Jeffrey Epstein. If you're not into it, that's cool. But tomorrow I am going to talk about Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of you guys really blew up the Gypsy Rose stream that we did last time. I did watch Into the Woods, and oh my god, I was like, oh. And a lot of people were saying that I should do a FOIA request to get those. I mean, I could do that. And if you guys want to do a Gypsy Rose Blanchard stream, we can. But I do. What did it say about the Queen's mom? Queen's mom. That one really. No, not Queen Elizabeth. Google, no. This one. What is going on in this world? I mean, we just entered 2026 and all this stuff is happening. So a mother is in custody after a 15-month-old child dies in Queens. Oh my god, I saw the picture of the baby. Oh my god. A 15-month-old child has died and his mother is in police custody. The incident happened inside a home on 157th Street in the Jamaica section of Queens on Monday around 1:30 p.m. The first scream was a man. For sure, it was very loud, aggressive scream, and the second one I heard sounded like a child screaming in fear, one of the neighbors said. Police responded to a 911 call of an assault. Responding officers found 15-month-old Charlie unconscious and unresponsive, and his 28-year-old mother with slash wounds on her wrist. EMS took the child and woman to Hamisa Hospital Medical Center, where the boy was pronounced deceased. The mother was listed in stable condition. A young child, it's just unfathomable. I'm a single mom of 3 that just moved here in September and is unfathomable. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. Another neighbor said. Officials said the mother had what appeared to be self-inflicted slash wounds on her wrist. I think I've seen her. She's pretty quiet. She'll speak about other than that. But I don't know her personally, a neighbor said. A relative said the boy who died was her brother-in-law's son. It is not sure how the mother is doing. Few details about what happened were released, but officials say the child's mother is a suspect and is in custody. Police said it's not clear yet how the baby died. The boy was covered in his mother's blood, leading first responders to initially think that he was slashed or stabbed. But there was no blunt force trauma to his body, and the medical examiner will determine the cause of death. The next door neighbor said he heard a baby crying earlier that day. We just heard the crying. We know the noise. We just heard it in the morning. a neighbor said. Police recovered a blade that appeared to be a box cutter at the scene along with pills, official said. So, whoa, I mean, don't worry. Oh my god, hello. Hello, my love. How are you? Hello, brave lovers. How are you? How are you doing? How was y'all's New Year's? How are you guys doing? So, I mean, I'm a single mother. I mean, she's so the mother. Did they say her name? No, they didn't say her name. Okay, so we're gonna call her Charlie's mom. So Charlie's mom, according to the neighbor, she's pretty quiet. Like kind of like she's just to herself. Like she's just very quiet. And she had wounds on her wrist. Like she's self-inflicted slash herself. I mean, and then what? They found a blade in pills. Could this be that she was having maybe possibly mental health crisis? I don't know. There's really not much details on it. This just happened what like this literally this week. You're listening while doing some stuff around the house. I have not done my laundry. I'm entering 2026 without doing my laundry. I said I was going to do it this morning, but then I procrastinated and I think I failed because I said the one thing I'm not going to do in 2026 is procrastinate. And what do? Procrastinate. So I really need to get on that laundry. That'll be a tomorrow's problem. There's not really much details on this. I mean, if there's more details, of course, I'm coming back live tomorrow. I will give you guys an update on that. Today is just a all true crime stream talking about different cases. The cases we talked about earlier, I will give you guys an update if there's ever an update. But let's see. I did talk about the one Dawn Marie sent me. That one reminded me of Rob Reiner, the one in Dallas Fort Worth. It's all good. You got the whole weekend. Yeah, I know. Got the whole weekend to do laundry. Maybe it'll still sit there the whole weekend. No, I'm just kidding. I really need to do my laundry. Let me see what Crime Timeline has. I did not forget about Ellen Greenberg. I'm actually doing a video upload on Ellen Greenberg. It is going to be the longest video upload ever of Ellen Greenberg. I'm currently working on it behind the scenes. I did probably 50 minutes of it and I'm not even halfway done. So I will upload the Ellen Greenberg video upload when it's done, just how I would do with Courtney Clenny. It'll be sometime this week coming up that I will upload the both of them. So stay tuned. I did not forget about Ellen Greenberg. Justice for Ellen Greenberg. Let's see what Crime Timeline has. We talked about Camila. Was there an update on Anna Kempner? Did I talk about Anna Kempner? I don't remember. A lot of stuff has happened. I haven't been on live in a while, and a lot of stuff has happened. And I mean a lot of stuff. Yes, oh my god, that case was so intense. So many cases need to get investigated. I'm working on a few myself. Yes. A lot of cases have, yes. Yeah, I'm doing some video uploads behind the scenes, in case I don't go live. I have video uploads to upload for you guys. Melanie Buzzard. Did we talk about Melanie Buzzard? I don't think we did. I don't think we talked about Melody. Let's look into Melody. Shout out to Crime Timelines. If you guys are into true crime or you're starting your own true crime channel, Crime Timelines is the place to be. It has some cases on there. It has some cold cases. It has some current cases. It has everything on there. And of course, it updates almost every time the case has an update. So like with who was it that we did with Celeste Rivas, it updated every time there was an update on that case. I think there is an update on that case, or we talked about it already. Did we talk about Melody? I don't remember if we talked about Melody. I don't remember if we talked about Melody. Now, Crime Timelines does go into very much detail on each case. They even give you what is it? Like they give you all the documentations and everything revolving that case. Oh, there is an update. Okay, wait, we did talk about Melody. Okay, I went back and looked. We did talk about Melody. There is an update on Melody. Okay, well, first of all, let's just talk about it because I don't think a lot of people know who Melody is. So, the search for Melody Buzzard, who is Buzzard. I think I'm saying that right. She's a 9-year-old girl from Lompoc. It began in mid-October of 2025 after school officials reported her missing. Authorities believe her mother, Ashley, took her on a road trip to Nebraska between October 7th and October 10th of 2025, then returned home alone. So Ashley, which is Melody's mom, came back home with no Melody. Surveillance images show Melody at a car rental business on October 7th wearing a hooded sweatshirt and a dark wig, believed to disguise her appearance. The FBI joined the investigation on October 18, 2025. The Lompoc Unified School District, which enrolled Melody in August 2025, initiated the welfare check that led to the missing persons investigation. Ashley remains uncooperative, and Melody is classified as a at-risk missing child. I know there's an update on the Melody Buzzard case, but I'm just starting from the beginning in case nobody has heard of the Melody Buzzard case. Anyone with information, of course, you contact Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office. There is an update, but let me start you off from the beginning. So Melody is 9, and at the time, she was an at-risk missing child. The location was the Vandenberg Village, Lompoc, Santa Barbara County, California. The background of her, she was born February 10th, 2016. She's about 4 feet 4'6" tall. She's 60 to 100 pounds. She has brown hair, brown eyes. Her last resident was Mars Avenue in Vandenberg Village, which is in California. Her father is Rubian Meza, who is deceased. He died of an automotive accident back in 2016. Her mother is Ashley. She's 35. She's currently at the time, she was currently uncooperative with investigators. Relatives report that Ashley restricted Melody's family contact for years and isolated her from parental relatives. Melody was listed as a homeschool/independent study under Lompoc Unified School District, but the California Department of Education found no public school affiliated on file. In 2023, the most recent verified photograph and school record of Melody dated as 2023. Lompoc Unified School District confirms Melody's enrollment and sighting. August 2025, verified sighting of Melody by school personnel. No further attendance or activity recorded after this month. On October 7th of 2025, Ashley rents a car. She rents a white Chevrolet Malibu with the California plates 9MNG101 from Santa Barbara area rental agency. Surveillance footage shows Ashley and Melody together at the rental counter. Melody appears in a hooded sweatshirt and a dark straight wig, believed to be a disguise. Melody and Ashley depart on a 3-day interstate road trip that passes through Kansas and reaches Nebraska. 2 days later, on the 9th, Melody was last seen alive on surveillance footage with Ashley. Location is the Colorado side of the Colorado-Utah border. Investigators now believe Melody was murdered shortly after this stop. So they believe that on October 9th, 2025 is when they believe that Melody was murdered. October 10th, Ashley returns the rental Malibu to Santa Barbara County by herself. Melody is nowhere to be seen. Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office narrows the disappearance window to these 3 days. Through their ongoing investigation, detectives have narrowed a crucial timeline between October 7th and October 10th of 2025. So then on the 14th, the investigation begins. A school administrator from the Olympic Unified requests a welfare check for Melody after noting her prolonged absence. Deputies responded to the Buzzard residence on Mars Avenue. Ashley is unable to provide a reasonable explanation for her daughter's whereabouts. A formal missing persons investigation is open. The next day, on the 15th, they get a search warrant for the residence. Melody is nowhere to be found still, and Ashley remained uncooperative. 2 days later, on the 17th, an official statement from the Olympic University School District. They issued a public statement clarifying facts and combating misinformation. Confirms Melody was enrolled in August 2025, not missing since 2024. Wait, what? So LUSD, which is the school district, confirms that Melody was enrolled August 2025, not missing since 2024. I guess they said that she was missing in 2024, but they corrected themselves. Explained staff initiated the October 14 welfare check after following required procedures. Affirms cooperative was SBSO and notes Ashley was not cooperated with investigators. Quote, our primary focus is close collaboration with the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office on their continued efforts related to this case. I think that every school should do this. Even if a child is missing school like 2 days in a row, they should do like a welfare check on the kids to make sure that they're okay. With everything that's going on in this world, I mean, you just never know. October 18th, a day later, the FBI joins and adds Melody to the National Kidnap/Missing Child poster. Authorities warn that her appearance may have been altered to conceal her identity. 2 days later, on the 20th, SBSO issues a public update confirming Melody was with her mother on October 7th and that Ashley drove to Nebraska before returning without her. The crucial timeline of October 7th and 10th is re-emphasized as the primary focus of the investigation. 2 days later, on the 22nd, Melody remains classified as an at-risk missing child. Ashley, she still ain't talking. The wig surveillance footage of Ashley and Melody is released publicly. 2 days later, on the 24th, images show Melody wearing a wig and confirm Ashley rented and drove the Chevy Malibu. Detectives released detailed multi-state travel route. Unbound route, California, Nevada, Arizona, Utah, Wyoming, Nebraska. Return route, Kansas, Colorado, Utah, Arizona, Nevada, California. Detectives determined Ashley switched rental car license plates to New York plates. Detectives determined Ashley backed into a gas pump to avoid surveillance camera. Investigators publicly confirmed October 9th, 2025 as the last confirmed sighting of Melody. What? The next day, the 25th, Melody remained missing and considered at risk. Still, Ashley ain't talking. Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office and FBI continued the joint investigation and appeal for public information. October 30th, additional search warrant served. Authorities execute new search warrants at the Buzzard residence of the 500 block of Mars Avenue in Vandenberg Village. Ashley is removed from her home to allow investigators unrestricted access to the property. Follow-up search warrants executed. Mars residence, Ashley storage locker, rental vehicle. A section of Mars Avenue is taped off as the federal and local investigators collect potential evidence. Evidence recovered. Spent cartridge casing at residence, live round of similar ammunition in the rental vehicle, cartridge casing submitted to ATF ballistic database. Sheriff Lieutenant Chris Goldslack of the Criminal Investigation District states, "We appreciate the FBI's assistance in today's search. In the cases like this, every detail matters. Collaboration with our federal partners ensures we are using every available resources to bring resolution to this case. Officials confirm no arrests have been made at the case, and an active missing person investigation focus continues on the crucial October 7th travel window of Lubbock to Nebraska back through Kansas." So just reading that, obviously what we know so far is that Ashley and Melody decided, or they went on a road trip from California to, I believe, Nebraska. Ashley actually changed the rental car's license plates to New York license plates. She also altered Melody's image and made her wear a wig. She also tried to keep herself away from the cameras, kind of like she knew what she was doing, because they said that she went to a gas pump and she backed into the gas pump to hide from the cameras. The last known time that they saw Melody was October 9th, and they believe that on the 9th, which was the last time anyone has ever seen Melody alive, was also that the day that they think that Melody was murdered. Now, after that, literally the next day on the 10th, Ashley returned the rental car back to Santa Barbara by herself. Nowhere was Melody ever seen or anything like that. On the 14th, 4 days later, the school calls the police and says, "Hey, I want a welfare check on this child, Melody Buzzard. She's been absent for so long. Nobody has seen her." Cops do a welfare check. The mother, Ashley, she just decided not to speak to cops. She didn't want nothing to do with it. So they got search warrants. They looked up her house. Still, she was not talking. That's red flag number 1, when you're not talking. Another flag is the license plates. Why was Ashley changing the license plates to New York plates? For what? And why was she trying to hide herself away from the cameras? That is the biggest red flag ever. She knew what she was doing, Ashley. What they recovered from the Mars residence was spent cartridge casing, live round of similar ammunition, in the rental vehicle, and cartridge casting, which was submitted to the ballistic database. So between October 7th and 10th, that is the travel window that's very crucial to police, that they want to know, okay, what happened between October 7th and the 10th? You made it! Woohoo! I literally forgot to tell everybody I was live. Now that you said I made it, I forgot to tell people I was live. Oh, my nose hurts. So, just from that itself, we have learned a lot. Now, it skips to November 3rd. Expanded multi-state investigation and vehicle plate discovery. The Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Office releases new investigative details, a route map, and photographs of Ashley Buzzard as a part of continuing search for missing 9-year-old Melody. Detectives confirmed that the case began on October 14th after the school administrator reported Melody's prolonged absence. Deputies located Ashley at her residence in Lubbock, California, but Melody was not present. Not president, my bad. A full search of the residence confirmed Melody's absence, and Ashley's provided no verbal explanation for her daughter's whereabouts. How are you not going to tell people where your kids are? Like, guilty. That's guilty right there. Investigators verified that on October 7th, 2025, Ashley departed California with Melody in a white 2024 Chevy Malibu. The pair are believed to have traveled to as far as Nebraska, returning through Kansas. Why were they going to Nebraska? Beginning October 8th, the Malibu was seen bearing a New York license plate, which does not belong to the vehicle or to Ashley. Where in the F did she get that New York license plates then? What? Detectives believe the false or switch plates was used to avoid detection. When the car was returned to the Olympic Rental Agency, the original California plates was reattached. So Ashley, between that time she was on the road, she switched the license plates to New York plates so she wouldn't be caught suspicious or detected. The day on the 10th, when she returned that car, it had the California plates on there. And they're saying that the New York plates does not belong to that vehicle or to Ashley. Okay, where in the F did Ashley get that license plate from? Like, did she steal it off someone's car when they stopped somewhere? I mean, whoa. November 5th, the FBI released an update stating that the search continues for missing and an at-risk 9-year-old Melody Buzzard, who was last seen on October 9, 2025, via video surveillance in the region between the Colorado-Utah border. Melody, originally from Lumpkin, California, was traveling with her mother, Ashley, at the time of her disappearance. Investigators have released a photograph of Melody and Ashley together during their travels, along with the route map showing the location believed to be their journey. Detectives have now confirmed that Melody was last seen along the return route via video surveillance on October 9, 2025, in the region between Colorado and Utah border. Based on the vehicle movement, investigators believe the Malibu traveled through the following areas: Green River, Utah; Pangooch, if I'm saying that right, Utah; Northwest Arizona; Primm, Nevada; and Rancho Cucamonga, California. Law enforcement authorities are seeking any information about Melody's whereabouts or conditions. 2 days later, on the 7th, detectives arrest 40-year-old Ashley on a felony charge of false imprisonment or unlawful violating Tyler S. Burr's personal liberty. The charge is unrelated to the disappearance of her daughter, Melody. Burr stated in a statement that he came to visit Buzzard at her Vanderburg Village home to offer assistance in the search of the following missing girl, and that the situation quickly escalated. Miss Buzzard became visibly distressed after sharing information she appeared to regret disclosing. Wait, what? What is going on? A box cutter was produced, and despite multiple requests to be allowed to exit the home, I was not immediately permitted to leave. Buzzard used several locks to secure the door, and that this temporarily prevented him from leaving. Brewer, who works for the paralegal of the Central Coast area, said that he was mandated reporter and contacted the authorities in that capacity. I remain reported at all concerning communications and inconsistencies directly to law enforcement. Wait, what? What? Okay, hold on. Let me read before I talk. According to Burr, he has known Buzzard since 2014 and has been coming to check on her since news of her daughter's disappearance became public, noting that she has been acting extremely paranoid and he is worried for her well-being. Ashley was booked to the Northern Branch jail and bail was set at $100,000. The sheriff. Wait, what? Okay, so okay, wait. So on the 7th, this man, Tyler, he's known Ashley since 2014, so for almost like 10 years, says that he went there to offer his help to bring, I guess, like to search for Melody. And I don't know, a situation happened that she kind of held him hostage where he couldn't leave, so he called 911. Wait, what? What is going on? What the heck? Hold on. What? No way. Like, sorry, I have to get water. But like, what? That is crazy. I mean, he said that she appeared distressed after sharing information she appeared to regret disclosing. Okay, then what did she tell you? I want to know if he tell what did Ashley tell him for her to do that? What did she disclose to him? Like I want to know. I want to know. I'm not even. You live near this? Hi. Everyone's username it just shows everyone's at. I don't know y'all guys' name by the at. But hello, mediocre. How are you? How are you? How you doing? How y'all guys doing? How was y'all's New Year's? How y'all doing? How was your what are we? January 1st doing? How you guys doing? Is 2026 treating you good so far? That is crazy. So, what was this? The 7th? A few days later on the 12th, Ashley pleaded not guilty to the felony false imprisonment charge. Authorities said Ashley held a man captive in her home. The victim said Buzzard sealed the door with several locks and wielded a box cutter after disclosing sensitive information. Then she appeared to regret. What did she say though? Like, what did she tell him? The judge is allowing supervised release. She's due back into court November 19th. On the 20th, the judge dismissed the false imprisonment charge against Ashley. In Lumpic courtroom following intensive testimony, the court also ordered the termination of electronic monitoring, including the GPS device she was required to wear after her November 7th arrest. Testimony centered on the allegations from Tyler S. Burr, a legal document assistant who visited Ashley between November 1st and 6th. Burr claimed Ashley threatened him and prevented him from leaving on November 6th while holding a box cutter. Burr described the approximate 5 visits he made to Buzzard's home between the 1st and the 6th. After reaching out to her, offering assistance, should she need it. Oh, I'm sorry. I was like, what? Excuse me. He told the court he first met Ashley back in 2014 while friends with Buzzard's then roommate. He said he felt threatened by Buzzard the evening on November 6th while at her home for more than an hour. He claimed Buzzard's demeanor changed during the conversation, that she had a box cutter and wasn't allowed to leave. So they dismissed the charges. Yeah, they dismissed the charges and they took off her GPS. What was her GPS device? The sheriff detective testified that 2 phone seized from Ashley contained an audio recording of the encounter. A search warrant was obtained, and the audio recording of the conversation between Burr and Buzzard was discovered when content on one phone was downloaded. The judge found the recording did not support evidence of fear or false imprisonment under California law. The Santa Barbara County District Office Attorney stated the additional investigative evidence contradicted initial statements and did not meet the legal threshold for prosecution. Authorities stressed that the dismissed criminal court case remains separate from the missing persons investigation, which continues with FBI's assistant. Wait, what? That is crazy. Okay, so they just dropped the charges. So then Tyler was interviewed with News Nation. Ugh! I want to hear it. But I know StreamYards is not going to let me. Damn you, StreamYards. StreamYards just likes to play with me. I feel like if I play it, no audio. So Ashley went on a road trip instructed by individuals she barely knows to drop her daughter Melody off with them, supposedly at a location in Utah. Ashley claims she met the couple at a zoo and they had a daughter Melody's age. The startling details that are Ashley doesn't know the couple's names, address, phone number, or location when the speaker finds mind-blowing. Which the speaker finds. Wait, what? Hold up. Put the brake. What are you... You're telling me that Ashley met this couple at the zoo and that they instructed her to go drop off Melody at this location in Utah because they had a daughter Melody's age. For what? For what reason? And another thing is that she don't even know their name. She don't even know their address, their number, or the location. So how in the, excuse my language, how in the fuck did you go all the way to freaking Utah? That is the biggest lie I have ever heard in my life. That is the biggest lie I have ever heard in my freaking life. How do you... How does one how does one you know what? That is just that's just bullshit. That has bullshit written all over it. Ashley reportedly says she knew the woman's name and verified it on white pages. Oh, didn't she just say like 2 seconds ago that she didn't know who their name was? But the speaker points out that unrelatedly of this, Ashley was initially communicating with the couple, but the drop off plan kept changing, leading Ashley to a different place like Nebraska before the final drop off in Utah. Ashley said the couple was paranoid about the government and being tracked, which is why they kept changing locations. Who who is this couple? Who is this couple? First she says she don't know the couple's name. Now she says that she knew the name of the woman, verified it on White Page, which is a page you can go on where you can verify people's identity. You can find out where they live, their phone numbers, stuff like that. Then now they're saying that Ashley was communicating with this couple the whole time and that the drop off plan kept changing due to the government and how they didn't want to be tracked. What were they doing? What were you doing that you didn't want the government to know or to be tracked? What were you doing? Ashley's initial phone number for the couple is now disconnected, or it was a temporary number. The plan was for Melody to start calling Ashley when she got home. But as of November 6th, it had been 45 to 50 days with no call. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. I'm just one theory. Did Ashley sell Melody to this couple? Did she sell Melody to this couple? I mean, because she claims that they had a daughter the same age as Melody. Okay. Now, if you were going to go visit this couple, first of all, you would know their name. You would know their address and their phone number, and you would know where they were at. If you were going to go visit this couple, let's just say for a play date, because, they had a daughter the same age, wouldn't you visit the couple in your city? I mean, where did they meet this couple in Utah? Because it said she met the couple at the zoo. Well, what zoo? I mean, there's zoos all over the place. Did you meet the couple in California where you live? And they told you like, "Oh, you should come up to Utah." Like, what? I am just I'm just lost for words at this point. Because what is even going on? What is even going on? I'm just like, what in the hell is going on? Um, is there a reason? Yeah, look, there's a reason. The reason Ashley gave for dropping off her 9-year-old daughter was that she had an upcoming non-serious outpatient surgery. However, in Ashley's mind, she needed Melody to be away for at least a month or two so Ashley could recover from the surgeries and medical care and get back to her feet to care for me. Girl, girl. You're telling me that the reason you went to go leave Melody with these random people that you barely even knew was because you were getting surgery? Why couldn't you leave Melody with family members who have been wanting and pleading to see her for I don't know how long? Like, why didn't you just leave them with family members? I have so many questions. On the 6th of December, a couple photographing near the 3300 block of East State Route 24 in Wayne County, Utah, discovers a decomposing body. Location described as remote along West Canaville Road. 5:13 p.m. Wayne County Sheriff's Office responds. The body is a female and gunshot wound to the head. 2 days later, on the 8th, Wayne County Sheriff notifies Santa Barbara County Sheriff of the remains found. Identification not immediately possible. A few days later, on the 17th, ATF reports a confirmed ballistic match. Cartridge cases from the Utah homicide scene match the casing recovered in Ashley's residence. On the 22nd, FBI laboratory reports DNA results. Remains are confirmed as a familial match to Ashley Buzzard, identifying the victim as Melody Buzzard. On the 23rd, 7:50 a.m., Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office and FBI execute search and arrest warrants at the Mars Avenue residence. Ashley Lynn Buzzard is arrested without incident. Superior Court filing entered ordering that the defendant Ashley Lynn Buzzard, housed at Santa Barbara County Northern Branch Jail, is permitted to appear in civilization clothing for court dates beginning November 26 at 8:30 a.m. Department 9 Judge John McGregor. She's booked for first-degree murder. She's held without bail. 5:00 p.m. Sheriff publicly confirms the evidence indicating premeditation. Sheriff confirms investigation is ongoing. Murder weapon has not yet been recovered. No additional suspects is believed to be involved at this time. Case will not prosecute in Santa Barbara County based on the alleged formation of criminal intent with the county. Motive has not yet been established. Ashley remains uncooperative with investigators. 6:00, Wayne County Sheriff's Office released an update. On the 24th, which would be Christmas Eve, felony complaint filed. Santa Barbara Superior Court, court number 25CR10495, charge murder in violation of Penal Code 178A. Victim Melody Buzzard, alleged offense date October 9, 2025. Jurisdiction is Santa Barbara County. Firearm allegation Penal Code, personal and intentional discard of a 9mm firearm causing death. Aggravated factors filed: great violence and cruelty, weapon use, victim vulnerability, planning and sophistication, abuse of position of trust, ongoing danger to society, classified legal as serious and violent felony. The day after Christmas, the 26th, 8:30 a.m., Ashley Buzzard is set to be arraigned at the Santa Maria courtroom on Friday morning. Ashley Buzzard has pleaded not guilty to the October murder of her daughter Melody in Utah. Judge McGregor granted a defense request for a temporary gag order preventing Santa Barbara County Sheriff Bill Brown and his staff from discussing the case or releasing non-public evidence and documents. Are these the documents? Oh boy. On December 6, 2025, at approximately 17:13, Wayne County Sheriff's Office was dispatched to the Caneville, Utah area for a report of a deceased individual near the road. Upon arrival, a Wayne County Sheriff's deputy located the body, assisted the scene, and determined that the decedent was the victim of a homicide. The Wayne County Sheriff's Office opened the evidence and present at the scene where members of the Wayne County Sheriff's Office search and rescue field investigators from the Office of the Utah Medical Examiner. Well, in the weeks prior to this case, Wayne County Sheriff's Office had been in communication with the FBI and Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office concerning an ongoing investigation involving a missing 9-year-old female out of California. The Wayne County Sheriff's Office was able to provide those agencies with information concerning the missing child and her mother. At the time, there was no information or evidence to indicate any further action to the Wayne County's office. Or Wayne County area, I'm sorry. Why did I read office? Oh, because office is underneath. Wayne County Sheriff's Office did discover evidence at the scene and transported those items to the Utah State Crime Lab. Those items were submitted for evaluation and testing. In less than 24 hours, the crime lab obtained confirmation that the Wayne County office case was connected to the Santa Barbara case. Information obtained from the victim was submitted and is believed to be the descent of the missing 9-year-old female from California, Melanie Buzzard. The Wayne County Sheriff's Office will continue the outstanding cooperation and support we had with Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office. So they did find Melody's body in Utah. On Oh my god, what are you guys talking about in these comments? I'm reading and I don't pay attention to these comments. What are you guys doing? Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. How was your New Year's? How are you guys doing? Are you guys picking on MJ? Yeah. Why is MJ here? Oh, dear Lord. Oh, God. MJ got a leash. Oh, dear Lord. MJ ain't even here. What a loser. MJ was here. She was here. You better be careful because you say MJ 3 times and she's gonna pop up. I'm telling you. MJ was here. MJ was here. Danny had us up late again. Oh god. What did he do? What does he not do? Well, I don't know where to go. I'm lost. Dear, you guys are hilarious. Okay, well here's the timeline. So October 7th was the day that they were gonna take the road trip. But prior to that, okay, start on the 8th. I believe that's the 8th. No, wait. Okay, the 7th was when they took the road trip. The next day on the 8th was when Ashley changed the license plates from California to New York. The next day was the sighting at the Colorado-Utah border. Homicide shortly after. They believe that Melody had died on the 9th. The next day on the 10th, Ashley returns, and she also returns the rental car. She comes by herself, no Melody in sight. A few days later, on the 14th, was when the school decided to do the welfare check and report Melody missing. The next day, they got the search warrant for Ashley's house. A few days later, on the 24th, they updated time and travel route. On the 30th, SBSO and the FBI served second search warrant, and that's when they recovered the cartridge case. On December 6th, an unidentified descendant found near Caneville, Utah. On the 8th, they notify that Utah PD notifies SBSO of unidentified body. On the 17th, the cartridge case was linked. The 22nd, DNA analysis determined familial match to Ashley Buzzard. On the 23rd, Ashley was arrested for the murder of Melody. And here are the pictures. So I remember I told you that Ashley actually put on a wig for Melody to wear. She told Melody to wear this wig. This is Melody, I believe, when they went to the car rental place. Ashley had made Melody kind of change her. Well, she didn't make her. She didn't make her. She made her. So she wouldn't be identified. There they are right there. Updates in the ongoing search for Melody Buzzard. Investigative focus on October 9th travel route. Investigators believe the Malibu traveled through the following areas on or around October 9, 2025. Green River, Utah, Panguitch, Utah, Northwest Arizona, Primm, Nevada, Rancho Cucamonga, California. So this would be the route that they took. Where is my little mouse? Sorry to hear. Wait, what? What's going on? Wait, what? What are you guys talking about? Who the? Well, I don't know where to go. Doesn't need to be honest with you. Middle school hurt me more than I ever said. I was bullied and controlled for years. Kids pressured me to do things I did not want to do. Stupid April. Oh my god. Sorry to hear that, Jermaine. All my kids were bullied because I brought them up to be kind. Here you go for it. Yeah, I'm sorry you were bullied in middle school. I mean, I was bullied too in middle school. I'm sorry that happened to you. I really am. Bad people take advantage of good people. They really do. But if you ever need anything, Jermaine, we're all here for you. I'm sorry you were bullied. I really am. Des, I need to be honest. I don't know this case. That's why I'm talking about it. Oh my god. You guys are something else. Without you guys in my chat, it wouldn't be a fun chat. You guys are hilarious. You guys make my life. I hope you know that. You guys are the main character of my life. You guys are something else. So they started from Lubbock, California. I believe this is the way back. So they went from River to Pangooch to St. George to Prim to Rancho Cucamonga to Lubbock. I believe this is the route that Ashley took back by herself. And there they are again. There they are arresting Ashley. She ain't got no shoes on. They're arresting her. Is that really her hair? I mean, last time I saw a photo of Ashley Buzzard, she did not have this hair. Okay. She had a buzz cut hair. I want to know if that's really her hair or it's a wig. I don't know. What is this? Oh, it's her arrest. Oh wait, that's not. I was gonna say, dang, she got some man arms, but I don't think that's her. Oops, my bad. So this is Ashley's what was I reading? Her arrest thing. She was born 9/25, 1985. She's 40 years old. She's a female. She's 62 inches. She's white. She's 145 pounds. She has brown hair, brown eyes. She's unemployed. I thought this was her. I was like, damn, she's got some man hands, but that's not her. My bad, my bad, my bad. My bad. No, you are. Anyone who hurts a child deserves no mercy. Period. Yes. We love being here, Des, and listening and learning. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So just to recap, because Melanie Buzzard was a missing child case. So Melody actually went on a road trip with her mom on October 7th. On October 9th is when they believed that Melanie had died. Her mom, Ashley, actually was trying to conceal their identity. They went to go pick up a rental car, I believe, between on the 7th or the 8th. They picked up the rental car. She made Melody wear a wig to conceal her identity. They said they went on a road trip from California all the way to Utah because they were going to go meet these people that Ashley claims that she knew, then didn't know, then she knew, because she wanted to leave Melody there because Ashley was going to get surgery and she was going to be trying to recover for like almost 2 months, I believe. It ended up being that Ashley dropped her off in Utah, murdered her there on the 9th, came back home by herself. They actually did find castings inside the car that matched all the way to the Utah casings when they found Melody's body. When they were asking Melody, because the school did report Melody missing, they called 911, said that they needed a welfare check on Melody because she had a prolonged absence. They did the welfare check. They asked Ashley, like, hey, have you seen Melanie? Where's your daughter? Ashley just went completely blank and said, I'm not talking to you. Didn't talk to nobody. On around November, this man who knew Ashley said that he was going to help her, give her some advice, some guidance. Ashley, I guess she confessed, said something to him. I guess he got spooked or told her something. She decided to hold him hostage against his will. She got charged and they dropped the charge. It's a whole real, I at this point, I don't even know what's going on. Like, I'm still confused on how she said that she met these people at the zoo, then said that she didn't know anything about them. She didn't know their name, their address, or anything. But she still went to Utah and said that she took Melody there to At this point, I don't even think that's true. In my opinion, in Dez's opinion, I think not Melanie, Ashley wanted to unalive her own daughter, took her to Utah, unalived her, came back, and pretended like nothing ever happened because she didn't want to cooperate. That's what I think. That's what, in my opinion, that's what I think. I think that Ashley premeditated this and unalived her own daughter, and she just made up this whole story that, oh, we were gonna go meet this random ass woman I saw at the zoo. I don't even know her name, her phone, or anything. And then all of a sudden, oh yeah, I know her name. I looked her up on White Pages. That made no sense at all. Like, at all. So, I mean, it is a whole clusterfuck at this point. Ashley is just a clusterfuck. She just lied. She lied. Jesus Christ. Anyways. Ashley was arrested for the murder of her daughter, Melanie, following discovery of remains in Utah. So on December 23rd, 2025, at approximately 7:51 in the morning, members of the Santa Barbara Sheriff's Office, along with the FBI, served search and arrest warrants at the Buzzard residence in Lubbock. Ashley Buzzard was taken to custody without incident and booked at the Santa Barbara County Northern Branch Jail for first-degree murder. She is currently being held without bail. Keep her ass in there. That's what I think. Keep her in there. But yeah, I mean, this has been through. What are you doing? My dog is. I don't even know what my dog's doing in the corner over there. If you hear noises, that's my dog. Okay, I don't know what he's doing, but he's in his own world right now. This case was very like, what in the F did I just read? She got away with it? No, she didn't get away with it. She's in jail. She got away with trying to hold hostage that guy. His name was Tyler. I believe his name was Tyler. So this man named Tyler, he knew Ashley. He knew Ashley, Melody's mother, for 10 years. He went to Melody. Why do I keep saying Melody? Restart. I don't know why I'm saying Melody. This man named Tyler, he knew Ashley. He heard about Melody being missing, so he went to Ashley. He told Ashley, hey, I'm here for you. Let's talk. Tell me what's wrong. I can give you some advice. Because I believe he was a paralegal, if I'm not mistaken. I guess Ashley said something, or she confessed something to him. I think he got spooked, and she kind of got paranoid and like pulled out a box cutter and said, you're not leaving, and like tried to keep him hostage. But they arrested her for that first. Then the judge dismissed those charges because they said it wasn't really, I guess I'm assuming, I guess they didn't see it as he was being held captive like that. So then she was let go. She went home. She was just there at home, chilling or whatever, until they went and arrested her for the murder of Melody, her daughter. Oof. We went through the timeline. But so she claims, I'm still not over the fact that she said that she met this couple at the zoo. Then she said that they had a daughter the same age as Melody. She planned on taking Melody to Utah, but first she says she didn't know the name, the address, the phone number, or the location of where this young couple that she met at the zoo was at. Then she changes her words around and says like, "Oh yes, I know the woman. I verified that. I verified everything she told me on White Pages. White Pages is the page you can go on and you can look up people." Then a few days later, she says that the reason she took Melody to Utah was because Ashley was going to get surgery and she needed to recover for 2 months and she wasn't going to be able to care for Melody. So instead of her giving Melody to her family members, the same family members who were worried, looking for her and wanted to spend time with her, the same family members that Ashley blocked out of Melody's life, she ended up taking Melody to Utah to some random strangers that she barely even knew. I guess I don't even know. And then come to find out that really she took Melody, in my opinion, I believe she took Melody to Utah to unalive her. For what reason? I don't know. But that's the way I see it, because they ended up finding the same castings that they found in Utah where Melody was at is the same castings that they found in the rental car that Ashley drove. And police are saying that they believe that on October 9th was the day that Melody Buzzard was killed. That's fireworks. That's not a gunshot. If you heard that in the back. But I mean, look, I've seen so many cases of where parents unalive their kids, where they psych. I think that was a gunshot. There goes the popo. Anyways, I've seen so many cases, especially where the parents abuse them, they grape them, they do all this. If you don't want kids, if you don't want your kid, give them to your family members who will take care of them and who will love them. Okay? If you feel like your family is not going to take care of them, okay, give them to adoption or take them to the fireplace. I hear some places in what the heck was that? In the United States, fireplaces and safe havens are open if you feel like you can't take care of your kid, or if you're, in any reason, they will take them in with no questions asked. I always read cases and it's so sad how parents can abuse, grape, and unalive their kids. And they sit there with no remorse. Like, how can you do that? Like, this is your child. Like, mind you, for a woman, you held that kid in you for like 9, almost 10 months. You struggled through pregnancy and all that, and you hurt your kid, and you think that's okay, or you think that's cool, or you think that it's okay. Like, no, that's not okay. Like, that is not okay. There is options. You can give them to family members, you can give them to safe havens, you can give them to adoption agencies. You do not need to harm your kid or unalive them. You don't. So if Ashley was going through something, or if Ashley was going through like a mental crisis, or she couldn't take care of Melody, she had options. You could have gave Melody to family members. You could have gave Melody to a close friend that you trust. You could have gave Melody to a safe haven. You could have dropped her off. They wouldn't ask you no questions. But no, Ashley the Badodo decided that she wanted to unalive her daughter. Like, are you freaking kidding me? Wait, what? What are you guys talking about? What? She should have been charged with kidnapping for holding him hostage. Yeah, I don't know why they dropped it. So they found the body. Yeah, they found her body. No one. Oh my god. Here, it's her daughter, Melody, daughter murdered by her mother, Ashley. Yeah. So Ashley murdered her daughter. Ashley murdered her daughter, Melody. That was a tongue twister right there. That hurt it a little bit. Been busy screaming at people that live in this house. Long story short. Oh, damn. Still a long story. I didn't mean to. Oh my god. Cut the stream. She went too long. What are you guys talking about? Jermaine, you need to shorten your handle. Jermaine's back? Who the heck is Jermaine? What am I missing? I think her entire existence was a mental health crisis. Yeah, I think so too. Some people just don't need the mom gene. They need when their child is born or while pregnant. It sucks, but some people just sick. Ashley is batshit crazy. Yeah. Also, who the hell invited stupid April? I still can't comprehend why people kill instead of giving them up. Agree. I don't know where to go, guy. You tell me where to be, though. I'm just letting y'all be. This is your world, and I'm living in it, guys. You guys are funny. Yeah, Ashley is batshit crazy. I mean, I don't even know. Well, if Ashley has a court and it's public, I want to stream it because I have questions. She pleaded not guilty, so she says she's not guilty. I want to see what she's got to say. I want to hear from Ashley herself. I want to hear from herself. I want to hear what story she's going to come up with. Is it going to be the same story that she said that she met these random ass people at the zoo and that she was just going to leave Ashley there? I mean, Melody there because she was going to get surgery. I don't know. I don't believe her. She's just bullshit. Ashley is just bullshitting. But Melody deserves the justice she deserves. Rest in peace, Melody. My heart, prayers, and condolences go out to Melody's family. Is there now to switch topics? Is there an update on the David case, the David and Celeste case? Does anybody know? I haven't heard anything. Oh, wait. Oh, what is this? Okay, we're going to switch topics. Now we are going into the David and Celeste case. What is this? Sorry, I have to close tabs because if I don't close tabs, then my computer freezes. David, according to TMZ, David likely to be indicted in the Celeste Rivas murder. Wait, what? That's a crazy ass story. When is court date trial? I'll check right now. After I read this. Singer David will likely face murder charges for the death of Celeste Rivas, and that's because the grand jury that's hearing the case will be asked to hand down an indictment, sources tell TMZ. This report last month that the grand jury was an investigative grand jury, a grand jury that helps authorities gather information, but one that does not indict. A investigative grand jury can be used to subpoena and then force uncooperative witness to testify. Our sources say, however, the grand jury that has been hearing witnesses in the Celeste Rivas murder is actually one that will vote on indictments. The multiple sources tell TMZ that authorities, including prosecutor Beth Silverman, believe David was involved in the death of Rivas. TMZ broke the story earlier this month. David's day-to-day manager, Robert, testified for days. A TMZ reporter heard Robert tell his lawyer in the courtroom hallway Silverman was very pushy as to why he didn't call the police. He said he responded by saying it wasn't his responsibility and his job was to make sure David's tour kept going. Grand jury generally do not prosecute. Grand juries generally do what prosecutors want, in no small part because the target in this case, David, has no right to present a defense. There was also talk in the courtroom hallway. The grand jury could hear witnesses in February, so don't expect a quick indictment. Wait, what? So, according to TMZ, Mark, wait, confined in death of celebrities, closely tied. So according to TMZ, according to their source, they're saying that David allegedly will likely face murder charges in the death of Celeste Rivas. What? God damn, what the hell are y'all talking about? I'll drop. Oh my god. Link above regarding Celeste. Okay, wait, let me get that right now. Jesus Christ. Chicken and rice. What are you? I can't see it. Oh my god. Can you see the comment? Oh wait, I didn't click on her name. Can you see the comment now that MJ put? What are you guys doing? No, Tim.
With an indictment expected in the coming weeks in connection with the death of a 14-year-old girl, the decomposing body of Celeste Rivas Hernandez was.
Okay, let me try to get that. Oh, my allergies. He can see my comments. He's pretending he blocked me. Oh Lord. Okay, let me pull up that. Oh, let's hope StreamYards has some audio tonight. I mean, finally they do something with David. I mean, I think they should have arrested him. I mean, him being with a minor, like, really? That should have been the first sign of them arresting him. Oh, it's right here. Hello. Let's see. Okay, let me. Oh. Share this tab. Let me know if you guys can hear it.
Case against singer David is heating up with an indictment expected in the coming weeks in connection with the death of a 14-year-old girl. The decomposing body of Celeste Rivas Hernandez was found in the trunk of David's abandoned Tesla in September.
He is considered a suspect in her death, but has not been charged. That could soon change. Sandra Mitchell live in the KTLA News Center with the latest in the case. Sandra.
Micah, a private investigator revealing what could be explosive evidence in the case tonight. A chainsaw was found in David's rented Hollywood Hills mansion. And all this now as prosecutors push that grand jury for an indictment. Preparing for a possible murder indictment.
It's obviously a very stressful time for the attorney and client.
TMZ reporting tonight that an LA grand jury will be asked to return an indictment which could send singer David to jail for the murder of Celeste Rivas Hernandez. KTLA tonight talked to two top defense attorneys not involved in this case.
First things you want to talk about is bail resources. Do you have family members or friends who are willing to put up bail and collateral so that you can remain out of custody while the case is pending? And we're not just talking about a small amount. We're talking about several millions of dollars in collateral.
Prosecutors right now are presenting evidence, which includes items found in David's rented Hollywood Hills home. Private investigator Steve Fisher told News Nation tonight there was a burn cage incinerator and
we found a chainsaw, brand new. It was with the incinerator. And there's no purpose for a chainsaw to be at this rental house.
Famed defense attorney Mark Garagos.
This is not going to end quickly or easily.
Says even if David is indicted for murder, he has a good chance of being granted bail in LA County.
The argument that will be made is it's a circumstantial case. He has not fled. There is no risk of flight.
The body of the 14-year-old Hernandez was found in the trunk of David's Tesla in September. It could be several weeks before prosecutors conclude their presentation to the grand jury, but if David is indicted, he could be forced to surrender immediately. And the LA County District Attorney's Office tonight still saying the case has not been presented to their office. Live in the News Center, I'm Sandra Mitchell. Cher, Micah, back to you.
You're telling me he had a chainsaw and a burn cage? Why? Excuse my language, what in the fuck are you doing with the burn cage? What are you doing? Why do you need that? Like, what is even going on? A burn cage and a chainsaw. Like, what? Just what? All right, since you guys can hear the audio, you guys can hear it. And we are going to hear his music would just get bigger now. Apparently he's trending. I don't even know who. I've never heard any of his songs. Honestly, I never even knew who he was to begin with. How in the fuck are you going to explain an incinerator? Exactly. How the fuck are you gonna an incinerator? Yeah, how are you? Okay. I mean, okay. All I'm saying is if they let this kid go, knowing everything that we know, that this fool bought an incinerator, a chainsaw, a burn cage, and everything, the system is crooked. That's all I'm gonna say. Is if they let him go, knowing that we all know, then they let him go, the system has always been crooked. They better keep him behind bars and everyone else who was involved. This takes me back to my original theory. He deleted her and someone else was supposed to dispose of her while he was away on tour. On everything. If they give him bail, I will explode. Yeah, he deleted her for sure. Oh, yes, he did. I have always said it. I think in the beginning when we talked about it, I said either he did it or someone in his team did it. I mean, they claim allegedly his people from Discord, his moderators, people that knew him in Discord allegedly claim that he said that he liked gory stuff, that he liked to see when the cartel, the C-Tel, I could get banned for saying the C-A-R-Tel, that he used to love seeing those videos when they used to execute and kill people, that he liked that he liked to watch that over corn. Okay, remove the C, add the P. Like, I mean, that fool is guilty. You taught me about this case. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now that we have audio, I want to hear what Nancy Grace has to say. Let's hear some Nancy Grace. Let me share this tab. Let me know if you can hear the audio.
Decomposing, partially dismembered, in a Stars Tesla trunk.
She was left literally to rot.
It goes beyond the pale of what any human being ever would do to another human being.
One of the dumbest people in the world.
That's controversial.
To leave the body of his girlfriend in a trunk of his car.
I definitely smell a rat.
We need to delete it.
A dead body in your trunk can really hurt your reputation.
Residents in Hollywood Hills grow tired of a dusty 2023 Tesla Model Y with a Texas plate parked on the street for a month and report the vehicle. Days later, employees at Hollywood Tow notice a foul odor coming from the car and call police. Officers discover a decomposing body found in a bag in the frunk of the Tesla. Human remains wrapped in plastic, placed in a bag, and hidden in the front trunk of the Tesla are severely decomposed and partially dismembered. Police say the person was a female, 5'2", weighing 71 pounds, with wavy black hair, and was wearing a tube top and black leggings. The person appears deceased inside the vehicle for an extended period of time before being found.
A missing little girl, Celeste, just 13 years old when she goes missing, found decomposing, partially dismembered, in a Stars Tesla trunk. who is now whining because his tour is canceled. The music star I'm talking about has gone multi-platinum. But before I talk about all of his musical success and how much money he's making and how famous he is, can I show you what he just reposted? Okay. Of a guy chopping up luncheon meat. And he says, me, if I see her talk with other dudes. You know, not a good look when your then 13-year-old girlfriend is found dismembered and decomposing in your Tesla. And as I recall, to Israel Salas Rodriguez joining us, senior news reporter, U.S. Sun, not just dismembered and decomposing. I mean, by the way, that video is from @Brian on TikTok. You could smell the trunk as you approached the Tesla. And isn't this true, Israel Salas Rodriguez, that the Tesla was noticed by the neighborhood because it was so dusty and it had been sitting there for so long? My point is, how could somebody put a then 13-year-old little girl in a trunk and leave the car there for weeks on end? How long was that car sitting there, Israel?
That's right, Nancy. So the car was reportedly sitting there for weeks in an affluent neighborhood in Los Angeles, the Hollywood Hills. Neighbors complained about a foul odor coming from the Tesla. However, it wasn't until early September when authorities finally impounded that vehicle from the neighborhood.
Was the Tesla moved a couple of times when it was sitting out on the street?
That's unclear right now, Nancy. However, there was reports from neighbors that the Tesla was parked in a home in that same area in the Hollywood Hills, and then days later, it was parked on the sidewalk.
It's a little weird to see a car that I haven't seen here for a long time. Had a big dent on it, had a Texas plate on it. So all a little odd.
One neighbor says the distinct-looking Tesla was parked on the street for some time in front of the house that was searched, and later in 2 other spots on the street. The vehicle stood out because it has a Texas plate and a big dent.
That from our friends at WABC7. To Dave Mack joining me, Crime Stories investigative reporter. Isn't it true, Dave, that she was so decomposed, she had to be forensically identified? Isn't that true?
Absolutely correct, Nancy.
Okay, again, Joe Scott Morgan, I'm just a felony prosecutor. Could you explain what that means? I mean, I'm guessing that means that they didn't open the trunk and look at her and go, that's the little missing girl, Celeste. She had to be forensically identified.
Yeah, to kind of frame this out a little bit, Nancy, her Celeste measurements, her weight specifically in life, you ready for this, was 120 pounds. The remains that they have are somewhere in the neighborhood of 70. So no, they could not have been able to actually visualize her and say, yeah, this is Celeste. This is who we've been looking for. No, they're going to go at this. I do understand that she has specific tattoos, and they were able to use that. I can only assume her family's involved in this.
Put them up, please. Okay, specifically one tattoo, a tiny tattoo on the inside of her finger that says, shh, shh, and you could only see it if that finger was held up. There it is. There's the shh. Now, I just saw another tattoo, and I'd like to see it again. That was the other tattoo on her finger. So mom and dad couldn't see her tattoos. David. Wow. David, the musician. And it's on her ring finger. Hello? David, the musician. And it's on a ring finger. But you know what's interesting? Can I see Joe Scott, please? The shh tattoo. What a coinkydink that David, some people look at his name and it looks like D4VD, and he pronounces it David. He has the same tattoo on his index finger. What a coincidence. Isn't that odd, Joe Scott Morgan?
Yeah, what else is odd is that a child this age has tattoos. All right. So just let that sink in just for a second. The fact that she does have this tattoo, though, was certainly beneficial as far as getting her remains identified. And listen, you can't just go based upon the tattoo. There are other elements here. We have
Look
some
at that,
clothing.
Joe Scott. We were just showing
Yeah.
her with the ring on her ring finger. That's on her left hand.
I have to stop for commentary before Nancy Grace comes for me. But what did you say? Can we stream Florida's hot body contest instead of elbow? What the fuck have I missed? What the hell have I missed in your life? Now you're streaming the hot body contest. You know what? I need to stop catching replay, and I just need to be there when it's live. What is going on? I can't. Okay, what am I saying? Oh, I had a brain fart. Yeah, Nancy Grace had us all obsessed with Casey Anthony, the top mom. Nancy Grace scares the shit out of me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think it's just her face. I don't know, but Nancy Grace scares the living life out of me. I mean, she says some I may be the problem here. No, we love you here. Don't ever think you're the problem. You are not the problem. You are the fun child here. You are so funny. We love you here. We love you here. I mean, yeah, what? Nancy Grace, not Casey Anthony. Nancy Grace scares the shit out of me. I don't know what it is about her, but she scares me. But she says some iconic stuff, okay? Like some of the stuff she says. Who said it? Hot shell. Who said bombshell or hot shell bombshell? Or there you go, bombshell tonight. I mean, Nancy scares me, but she says some crazy stuff. But she's very informative. She likes to get to the nitty gritty, and I think she likes to piss people off. Because some of the people that she has on her her panel, she like just barges in them when they're like talking. Like, I feel like she pisses some people off too. As long as you stop and commentate during the clips, you should be good. Okay, good. She's 4'2" breakout. I need this on a t-shirt. She's a 4'2" brick house. She pisses me off. I think Nancy Grace pisses everybody off. If I ever get the opportunity to be on a panel with Nancy Grace, I don't want it. Okay, because my patience could never. I feel like me and Nancy Grace would probably just go at it. Even though I'm scared of her, I'm pretty sure we would go at it. Let me know if you can hear the audio.
When she goes missing, she's 13 years old. Listen to this.
The 13-year-old became friends with singer David on social media and ran away to Hollywood to see the rising star. Celeste was returned home to Lake Elsinore by police. Celeste remained in school for a month. Then in May, David picked Celeste up in a Tesla to go to the movies, and she has been gone ever since.
This little girl disappears for the first time when she is just 13 years old, after she goes to meet a musician who has gone multi-platinum, and they start talking online. She goes to a concert, somehow hooks up with him, and they start talking online. That's the working theory. He's not charged with anything, and I'm very curious about that decision. Let's hear it all from the horse's mouth.
Hello, my name is David, pronounced David, not D4VD. I'm from Queens, New York. I'm in Houston now. I am a gamer. I love video games. I wanted to be a professional gamer before music. That's actually what pushed me into music, was getting copyright strikes on YouTube. And I kind of just used my own music in my montages after my mom told me to. I was crying to her about it.
That is from the Genius YouTube channel.
The 20-year-old became a YouTube star playing his favorite game, Fortnite, and commentary. His channel was defunded due to his use of popular music he used on his videos that he did not license. He says his mother told him to make his own music for his videos. He downloaded a free music app for his phone, and his music career was born. Using his own music in his gaming montages, Burke begins uploading his tracks to SoundCloud. His music gains more attention than his gaming montages. Self-produced song Romantic Homicide goes viral, leading to a record deal. Romantic Homicide is certified multi-platinum.
Has anybody actually looked at the lyrics of Romantic Homicide? Let's put it up on the screen so we can all take a look. Okay, we definitely need to shrink on this. In the back of my mind, I killed you, and I didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true. Do I love you? No, I hate you. In the back of my mind, you died, and I didn't even cry. No, not a single tear. And I'm sick of waiting patiently for someone that won't even arrive. Take a listen to David promoting his song, Romantic Homicide.
So what inspired the hook, In the Back of My Mind You Died, is kind of like the storytelling aspect of the lyrics that came before it, in a way that it builds up to the big moment where she died in the back of my mind. I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died. And I didn't even cry, not a single tear.
That is from the Genius YouTube channel. A lot of you may not be familiar with his music. It's not rap. It's more like R&B. I've listened to a lot of it, specifically Romantic Homicide. He's also ventured into clothing. I'd like you to see some of the shirts that he, David, has offered online for sale. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, are those blood-spattered shirts? It looks like, is it in a car? I don't know where it is, but that's him with blood-spattered shirts. To Joanna Nevis, veteran criminal defense attorney. Joanna, you are fully versed in guilty conscience. Sometimes the cleanup is worse than the crime, the cover-up, so to speak. Why would he suddenly remove shots of him with bloody T-shirts? It looks like it's even in a car. Why? Why would he do that suddenly?
You know, Nancy, so many people, especially celebrities, are represented by, what we say, like public relations representatives who will advise them to do certain things so that they can attack things before the damage happens. And, you know, this is somebody who was in the spotlight. He's already being attacked about his lyrics. He's already being painted as the person who is, you know, likely responsible for this because he had a relationship with this person. And he is likely being told that he should take these images down. Although these images are a part of his overall brand, we're talking about creative expression.
I can't wait. I can't wait for you to try that on the jury. This was his artistic expression. What more do we know about this guy?
Burke has released several singles, including Here With Me, that charted on the Billboard Hot 100. He has recorded 2 EPs, and last April released his first full album, Withered, with the Withered World Tour starting last month, and canceled the day the body in his Tesla was identified as Celeste. His deluxe album is shelved. His record label, Interscope, suspended the album's release and paused all promotional activities related to David. His endorsement deals are canceled.
What? Do I have this correct, to Dave Mack, Crime Stories investigative reporter, that after Celeste's butchered remains are found in his Tesla trunk, he continues touring for several weeks until the outcry online it becomes too noisy to ignore?
Oh, thank you. I need to pause and talk. Sorry. Yeah. And Nancy Grace is going to come for me full show. Nancy Grace jamming to that PDF murderous music on her way to work. Imagine that, like, off topic. I need to commentate before Nancy Grace comes and haunts me. I don't see Nancy Grace hearing anything but gospel music, like orchestra music. I don't know. Maybe it's the hair. Maybe it's the hair for me. But I feel like Nancy Grace listens to like gospel, like opera music. You know, like the ones that the opera people. I feel like that's what she listens to. Nancy Grace hearing D4VD. I cannot see that. I don't know. I mean, I just don't. I just don't know. I mean, Nancy, did you really hear his music? Let's be real here. Did you really listen to his music? I don't think she did. But I mean, what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought after Nancy Grace's hair. Yeah. And I feel like in the next coming days, now that this is all happening, I feel like there's going to be an arrest made Who's gonna be arrested? I mean, possibly, maybe, allegedly, in my opinion, I feel like maybe David, maybe, I don't know. His manager's kind of sus. His manager looks that Robert guy, his manager looks kind of, I don't know. There's something about him that is just he has very suspicious vibes. Now, I'm still confused on Celeste's whole body when they found her. First, they said that it was just her torso. Then they said that she was frozen and that she was that they had to let her thaw out in a way. Now they're saying she was never frozen, that she was just very decomposed. So which is it? I mean, did you find the whole body? Did you not find the whole body? To this day, I'm still really confused on how they found Celeste in the front of the trunk of the Tesla. Robert's in on it. Yeah, I feel like he's in on it. I feel like it has to be the manager and somebody else in his team. Now, a lot of people have talked about David's music. Nancy Grace said that she listened to it. Romantic Homicide was the #1 song that everyone said that when this case first came out, that they said that is the song that David snitched himself out on. A lot of people have been saying on TikTok, social media. I mean, we heard it. I mean, it just sounds creepy. Sounds weird. It's something that let's be honest, I listened to Limp Bizkit, but like that really, a lot of people said it was he's telling on him, like he's just snitching himself out. I just listened to As Long As You're Here With Me, and it's not real music. Yeah. Is that the one? Hold on. Is that the one? Let me go to David's thing. D4VD. That's the one that blew up on TikTok, no? Yes, okay, that one. Yes, okay. So they said in that song and a couple of like other of David's like music videos, there's a girl that looks kind of like Celeste with the curly hair. Basically they just said she resembles Celeste. It sounds like AI music. It kind of does. But I think when he did that podcast, I can't show you because I will get copyrighted if I show you that podcast. The Genius podcast that Nancy was talking about, I feel like they will copyright me to the core. He talks about, I think, that song and what inspired him in that song. He said that he used to write music in his closet. Like he would just go in there and he made, I think it was Romantic Homicide was the first song he made, if I'm not mistaken. Don't get copy struck. Yeah. I can't show you it because I feel like Genius, that podcast Genius, would be that type of podcast that would just copyright me to the core. God dang it. But yeah, I mean, if you even look at, it's not Romantic Homicide. Well, even Romantic Homicide. If you look at Romantic Homicide and a few of his other music videos, they depict kind of like gory stuff. Especially, I think it is Romantic Homicide where he has the blindfold and the girl's laying on the bed with like blood all over her. He also does music videos regarding anime. And in one of the music videos on his anime music videos, it shows, I think it's Romantic Homicide, if I'm not mistaken. It shows him where he's slashing and cutting up the girl. And then he's just there looking at her like cut up body. But it's, of course, it's a God dang, I lost my train of thought. It's a God, I lost my train of thought. Jeez, I'm having a brain fart right now. It's a anime. There you go. It's an anime version of that song. Somebody said his eyes. Yeah, see, there we go. His first song he made in his closet. Well, that's something. Yeah, he said he made music in his closet. Like he bought like he used his iPhone. He didn't buy. He used his iPhone Then he put on like his little headphones and he just started singing. He was in his closet. Reason he was in his closet was because in the closet he had, I guess you couldn't hear any noises or anything. So if like anybody in his house was making noises, it wouldn't interfere when he's making his music. How cute. Yeah, I mean, his eyes, someone said his eyes pierce the soul. I think those are contacts. He wears a lot of contacts. I've noticed that about him. I believe they're contacts because his regular eyes are not that kind of color. They're like a darker color. I mean, I don't even. I just want to know. I mean, he explains in that Genius podcast and other podcasts why he made those songs or why those songs say that. I mean, he said with Romantic Homicide, in the back of my mind, you died, I killed you. He's not saying he did it physically. He's just saying in his mind, mentally, he killed her. Now, when this whole case came out, a lot of people put like 2 and 2 together and say, well, he wasn't mentally right in the head. So what makes you think he didn't really do it in real life? And a lot of people were saying and speculating. He's been snitching on himself since like what? He started making music back in... When did he first start making music? Let's actually look that up. Songs. When did he first start? A lot of people say it's been from the get-go since back in 2022 is when people said that he has been snitching on himself. Just listening to his music, you can get kind of like subliminal messages and a lot of Des, are you in your closet for this podcast? She is. No, I am not in my closet. It's just very quiet in my house. The dogs are knocked out, okay? They ate ham today. I cooked ham and they are knocked out. Usually my dogs are full of ADHD and they would have been barking, running around, doing God knows who's what. They are knocked out. The reason it's quiet is because the gremlins of this house are quiet. That's why it's quiet. That's weird. Maybe you should have tried to sign with ICP. Also, if I get famous, the first car I'm buying is not a Tesla. Yeah, don't buy a Tesla. I think the whole cabal, now that we're talking about Tesla, I've been saying from the beginning, have the cameras ever worked in that Tesla? And did they ever capture who dumped her body in that Tesla? Someone told me, I don't remember who it was, like when we did this podcast a long time ago, that someone said they do work, then someone said they don't work. Someone said they can be overridden. I don't know how the electric cars work. Only, who is it? Elon Musk? Is that the dude that made him? Elon Musk? I don't know. Elon Musk looks kind of sus too. But yeah, since 2022, a lot of people said he's been snitching himself out in these songs. Not only that, his repost on TikTok, he posts a lot of weird, gory looking stuff. And people said that that's another sign of him snitching himself out, saying like, oh, this is what he's into, or this is what he does, or oh, this has to be related to the case. I said it from the get-go. He's either did it himself or someone in his team did it for him, and he pretended like he didn't know what was going on. But with everything we know from the incinerator, the septicator, I don't know, from everything that we heard, for sure, in my opinion, for sure, he did it. In my opinion, I think he did it. And I think, in my opinion, his manager is involved. I'm just speculating, in my opinion, for legal purposes only. Please don't come for me. I think, in my opinion, that is what happened. I also said that probably a reason that he did it, in my opinion, it could be many reasons. But my top 3 would be, 1, let's say, for example, she didn't like living the celebrity life, from going here to here, to places, or anything like that. She didn't like that no more. Maybe she wanted to go home, back to her family. You know, maybe she told him, well, I'm gonna go back home. I can't do this no more. We're done. He probably got pissed off, said, no one can have you. I can't have you. Boom, killed her. Another reason could be a love triangle. Maybe she, because since he's older, maybe she didn't like his ways and how he was so. To me, I feel like he looks like he's controlling. He looks like the controlling type of person. Thank you, Des. I will come back. You are inspirational. Keep showing up. Nathaniel. Oh, what? Nanuel? I think you can shut them off. They need to figure out who put her in a Tesla and press charges on them. Don't push them and get them to flip on Dave. And get them to push on. Yeah, exactly. My mind went like read like some other stuff. I don't know. David looks like the controlling type to me. He looks controlling and he looks like let me zoom on his picture. I don't know. In my opinion, he looks kind of controlling, like possessive. So that second theory would be maybe, let's just say, for example, maybe she told him, like, you're so possessive, you're so controlling, you're older, I don't like this. Maybe she met somebody on tour while they were on tour. They had a thing. He probably got pissed off, said, I'm just gonna unalive you, and unalived her. The last thing I would think maybe is that a lot of people have been saying it online and rumors. The police immediately shut that down and said she was never. Maybe she was pregnant. Maybe. I mean, the police claim that she wasn't pregnant, but how do we know that? At this point, we don't even know what state her body was even found in. You said it was only her torso. Then you're saying that she was frozen. Now you're saying she was not frozen. Now you're saying this and this and this and this. I don't even know. Even if she was cut up into pieces, are you even looking for the rest of her body? Like, are you even let's put that aside. Are you even looking for the rest of her body? If she was cut up into pieces and severed, are you looking for the rest of her body? Are you? That's what I want to know with PD. But a last thing would think maybe she got pregnant. Maybe he told her allegedly, like, oh, you need to get rid of the baby. Maybe she didn't want to. He, I don't know, snapped and just unalived her and, did all that. I mean, why would he have a burn cage? Why would he have what was the other thing he had? Inceptor? Why would he have a chainsaw? I mean, they said what? He just bought that thing? Like, why would you have all that? For what? What are you cutting trees? Are you burning trees? Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't know. And it's the eyes for me. I can always tell the way a person is in the eyes. The eyes never lie. They don't lie. You can tell in someone's eyes what's going on. It's the eyes and the body language. If you pay attention to the eyes and body language, you'll know. I'm that type of person who likes to read the room and look at people. I don't know. It's just a thing that I have in me. But you can always tell in the eyes. The eyes never lie. Most people I think he did it, but I'll say again, what can be proven, she was young, he thought he was going to be super famous, never even heard of him before this. Same, I didn't even know who he was before this case happened. I didn't even know he made music. I thought he was just some little kid I thought he was a little kid, but then come to find out he wasn't a little kid. He was over 18. Took the wrong drugs. I mean, a lot of people have a lot of theories and speculation. Some people think that maybe I saw on TikTok the other day, allegedly, that someone think maybe she took a drug in while they were on tour. Now, it's mostly, I mean, it's common in a lot of like the music industries, allegedly, that a lot of people encounter a lot of narcotics when they're on tour, when they're on the road, when they hang out with people. So someone on TikTok, I have to find the TikTok. When I find out, I'll put on my Discord. But this person said, allegedly, what if Celeste took a drug, she tripped out or she OD'd and they didn't know what to do because obviously she's a minor. And, I mean, I don't know. Either way, justice for Celeste Rivas Hernandez. May we all find out the truth and what really happened. Yeah, I'm actually going to end it because it's like 11:41. I'm going on 2 hours and I forgot some people work tomorrow. But this was a fun live. You guys made it fun. You guys made it super fun as always. I will be back on live mañana. But tomorrow it's a Jeffrey Epstein live. So I know a lot of people don't like to talk about or listen to Jeffrey Epstein, especially the files, because it's a lot of files. I'm not going to read the whole files. I'm only going to read like snippets of it. I'm going to show you the pictures, of course, that came out. And I'm going to show you the birthday book that was given to Jeffrey Epstein on his 50th birthday. Not a lot of people know about the birthday book. How do I know about the birthday book? TikTok. Okay, I heard about it on TikTok and I read it and I got disgusted and I was like, ew. I don't know how I got it, but I got the birthday book. I got like the full thing. So we will talk about Jeffrey the Gross Epstein mañana. Oh, and Ghislaine. Is her name Ghislaine or Ghislaine? Ghislaine. I think it's Ghislaine. The chick that was always with him. Don't go. You don't want me to go. But it's late and I think everybody's going to sleep. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. I will be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow. I promise. I promise. We're gonna have a Gayleen. Oh, that's how you say it? Gayleen? I think. We're gonna be back on tomorrow. We have a lot of live stream. It's back to back weekend because I miss you guys. I haven't been able to go live. I miss you. Now that I have free time from work, we're gonna go live. We have a lot of stuff, even if it's just we sit here and talk to each other type of live. But I will be on tomorrow. We are gonna talk about Jeffrey the Gross Epstein. Probably around, what is it, 11:44? What time did I start this? 7:30? No, I started at 9. We'll do 9:30 Central Time. So that'll be 9:30 Texas time, 10:30 New York time, 7:30 California time, if I did my time right. The next day, Australia time, I think. Anyways, it's going to be 9:30 Central Time. I'm going to set the live right now after I end this. And yeah, we have a lot to talk about. If you want to hear Jeffrey Epstein, that's our topic for tomorrow. The days after, Saturday, Sunday, I don't know just yet. We'll figure something out to talk about. But yeah, thank you all for being here. I love you guys so much. Happy New Year. May 2026 be good to us all. And if it's not, I'm going to be 2026. And just know Nancy Grace scares the hellish shit out of me. And Nancy Grace, if you see this, please don't come for me. I know I didn't commentate. I came out a little late. Don't come for me, Nancy Grace, okay? Don't come for me. But you guys are the best. I love you all. Thank you all for being here. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.